Hey, David, I'm hoping you're on. Well, David, of course, you and I have worked together a little bit, and it's my pleasure having you on stage today with me. David, of course, friends, he's a strategic senior product manager with more than 10 years of experience in enterprise product development. He joins us from Fairway. He's a graduate of Brigham University in Idaho. David started his career as an IT system auditor for PwC and very quickly learned how enterprise software should be built. And he's building them now over Fairway Independent Mortgage Company. His multicultural background with multi-language abilities have led him to create products for companies across the globe in various industries, including home lending, mortgage, private equity, education, manufacturing, hospitality, agriculture, healthcare, and nonprofit. So quite some varied experience. He is also an SIIA Cody Award for Best Solutions winner. Thank you, David, for joining us.
Thank you, Ritesh, for the invite. I really appreciate it.
Of course, yes, David. Uh, David, you're managing Express and many more point of sale systems at Fairway. We'd like to learn from you, right? And we'd like to learn more about Fairway. So my first question to you is, what makes Fairway's business model different?
Yeah, that's a great question, Ritesh. And again, thank you for having me. Appreciate it. So I joined Fairway recently, and I quickly realized that what makes us different is our emphasis in the people that we serve. And this may sound cliche, I know, but we are creating relationships with our borrowers. This is part of the culture here at Fairway. And in my role as product manager, we use technology and implement technology that aligns and elevates this culture. And that makes us different, to be honest with you. Let me share with you a small quote from our CEO that I think it reflects perfectly what I'm talking about. He said recently, quote, "It's not about the loans we do, it's about what the hearts we change and the people we help." It truly, I've experienced this myself. I've seen it happening, and it's really remarkable what we do here at Fairway.
Yeah, that's a really powerful message. And I've seen upfront and close, how you guys interact with the borrowers and how much you're helping VA or veterans get their loans, etc. So really cool work there at Fairway. But since you're so close to the borrowers or the consumers, right? How do you identify their pain points?
Yeah, that's our day today. We really like to speak directly with the source, and that's how we start our process, basically. Sometimes it's an LO, sometimes it's a borrower or a branch manager. And we do these in routine feedback loops. We never stop. We're always asking for more feedback. We also gather feedback through NPS results, and we have other survey tools that we put out there. But at the center of our discussion, when we talk to anyone, it's always about defining pain points. I try to stay away from what your customers want. Tell me what your customer pain points are, and we can align and solve those problems. So we use a technique that I learned very early called the 5 whys. And what we truly are trying to do is to uncover the root cause of these problems. That's how we are going to identify the problems and the pain points. So let me give you an example. This actually happens to me not long ago, maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. Someone emailed me, and this is very classic. "Emergency, please turn off email notifications. I'm getting bombarded by emails and my borrowers are getting upset." I think many people in the audience can relate to emails like that. So the first thing we did is we went and talked to this loan officer that was having this pain point, and we asked him why. And the first thing he said was like, "You know what? My borrower complained that he's getting a lot of emails." And I said, again, this is my second time. I say, "But why?" He said, "Well, he uploaded a file, and now he's getting reminders for the same file that he just uploaded." I think we all receive that every once in a while, right? But then I said, "But why is that? Why is this happening?" And the loan officer replied back to me and said, "Well, the borrower combined the driver's license file into one and uploaded them into the system as one file. Well, our system requires those files to be put in separate places. So I knew exactly what the problem was. The problem was not the emails. That was my third why, actually. And I was able to discover that the pain point was really not the emails, but the way that we're instructing the users to go and put this into the system. Now I have something to solve. And that's how we really go to the consumer and to our end users to find out pain points to solve. And that's a great example.
That's a really unique, well, I suppose, or I hope that's a very unique situation where a borrower combines two driver licenses, right, into one image. And I'm going to, after this event, I'm going to go back to Mohammed and Ari, the people speaking right before us, and I'm going to ask them if their image recognition is going to capture two separate driver licenses.
Yeah, it's
and I have, in fact, yeah, it's funny, what's going to happen on the field. And I have used the 5 why technique before, but the context is very different. So I'm really happy to learn from you how you're using the 5 whys. Excellent.
Yeah, it's a great technique. It's always our secret weapon here. Just ask why and just let them talk.
Let them talk. Perfect. That's really cool. Now, you spoke about interacting with loan officers, which there's like thousands of loan officers that Fairway employs. And all of them, I'm assuming, they have different specialties and different needs and requirements, right? And in your interaction with so many loan officers, how do you organize their needs? Because I'm guessing you can't be listening to 3,000 or taking action on each one of their requirements, right? How do you kind of combine them?
Yeah, that's the secret sauce, right? In our jobs as product managers. Fairway, it's a company of over 10,000 employees. We do get a lot of feedback. And the feedback that we get from New York, it's obviously different than the feedback that we get from California or from Colorado, for example. We strive to make decisions using data. And one of the things when I joined the company was, and I think my boss specifically was that my decisions were going to be driven by data. We also have a selected group of, we call it stakeholders here, branch managers, loan officers in very strategic places in the country that we consult with. This group of people truly represents our end users across the country. And we meet with them regularly. We present their pain points, things that we capture throughout the week, and we have a conversation with them. We rank those problems, pain points again. We use certain category. We dive into business value. We dived into level of effort, support tickets, impacted users. We try to take a holistic view of what we're solving and how we're solving it. And we always back to our end users and consult for their feedback. And this group really represents that. So I'm very lucky to be part of this organization that I can go and consult with these individuals and get a consensus across the company. At the end of the day, it's about solving the problems for our customers. It's not about solving problems for me, it's solving problems for my managers, right? Mm-hmm. For me, it's always about solving problems that our customers, loan officers are experiencing. And for that, I need to go back to them.
That's right. David, one of the many tools or products that you manage happens to be Tavant's Fin Experience, Express in your world. Yes. How do how has that helped you, or, what is the borrower feedback? What do you like about the product?
Yeah, so we've been using, and actually I've been exposed to Tavant since I joined Fairway. This is an ever-changing environment. Time to market is key. We keep hearing over and over again in our meetings, this needs to be done in days, not months. I can't wait 3 to 4 months for one of my vendors to go put a fix into the system, something that it's typical, but we need our pain points to be solved a lot quicker. Again, I need it to be done in days, not months, right? I think the benefit that I see is that FinConnect allows us to move as fast as we want. I can have a problem discovered today and in a matter of days have a deployment and solve that issue and be able to report back to the loan officer, hey, it's fixed. So really the winners and the losers of this industry truly, I think, will be determined by how fast we can adapt and solve the issues for our customers. And I think that's one of the key values and key propositions of the Fin experience and Tavant FinConnect.
Thank you for sharing that with us, David. David, it's been amazing talking to you. Really a pleasure. Is there some closing thoughts that you'd like to add?
No, again, thank you very much for having me over. This is a great experience. I've listened to all the panelists, and I'm really grateful for being part of this group.
Yeah. Well, I've been seeing you virtually and talking to you, on the phone and on video chats for a while. I do hope this pandemic gets over soon and we can catch up over coffee. Lovely meeting you.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.